What's going on, guys? This is Chase fan number 9 here, and in today's video I want to talk a little bit about yesterday's NASCAR Xfinity Series race, the Production Alliance Group 300, and we'll go from there. Looking back on yesterday's race, still can't believe Harrison Burton got his first win, and he had to fight hard for it, that's for damn sure. The race was actually good. I give it like a 9 out of 10 if I had to rate it. I see that the race was getting some positive reviews, which is a good thing too. For the second time in 3 weeks, we already have our second first-time winner. First Noah Gragson and now Harrison Burton. Let me make one thing clear to y'all. Is Harrison Burton in the sport because of his dad? Yes. And Jeb too, but Jeff is far from being a billionaire. And I think it's just the Dex imaging money that's helping him, so I'm not going to make a big deal. And whether if you're a paid driver, well, whether if he was, what's the word I'm trying to, at this point, guys, I honestly don't care how much money all those paid drivers have on them. All I care is about them winning. I don't care about how much money they have. If they can afford it, that's good. So, yeah. But nonetheless, congratulations to Harrison Burton on that hard-fought win yesterday. He definitely earned it. So, yeah. Yeah, that race was very entertaining. Yeah, the field would get spread out from time to time, but there was lots of good racing. So, yeah. And I don't even know where to begin, because there's a lot that happened. Well, Brandon Jones started on pole. Yep, that's right. The paid driver won his third pole for the first time in 2 years. And he dominated stages 1 and 2. And he actually swept both stages, which I think, in my personal opinion, was pretty good. And he was having such a good day. And then there was that one pit stop where he just got shuffled back. And I thought he was going to make a comeback, but then he ended up getting a tire rub, and that pretty much ended his chances of winning. And he finished like 30th, 5 laps down. And whether if you love or hate the guy, he had a good race up until that point. He raced people clean. He just got caught up in someone else's mess. But he brought the car home, not regardless of how many laps down he was, and that's that. And for Brandon Jones, I don't really hate him, but I understand why lots of people do sometimes. You're just hating on Jones just because he's in the sport because of his dad's money and him having a reputation for tearing up cars. Well, I expect Brandon Jones to be much stronger this year and tear up less sheet metal, that's for sure. But anyways, yeah. And he had the car to beat too, so, but since he was out, it was pretty much handed to Chase Briscoe since he was another fast one. And also Harrison Burton started on the front row, so yeah. Stages 1 and 2 were just quiet. Then stage 3, it just pretty much picked up. We had wrecks after wrecks, and they just kept coming. We had a wreck between Brandon Brown and Michael Annett. We had another between Noah Gragson, another for Matt Mills, and then we had a caution for debris and all that. It was basically a tire thing. And that tire that came off of, I think, Jones's car, Justin Allgaier unfortunately ran it over, and he knocked a hole in his grill, but they managed to fix that, and he still finished the race, which is a good thing to see. The restarts were crazy as usual because you know how Auto Club is, especially the shape of the track, considering that it's similar to Michigan, even though the surface is much older. Michigan's surface, it was repaved like 8 years ago, so yeah. We saw lots of names. We saw a few names up there that we rarely see up front from time to time. We saw Austin Hill, Jeremy Clements, Ryan Sieg. Let's see, who else? Josh Williams and freaking Myatt Snyder. Those are some names we saw up there that you would rarely see sometimes. Yeah, especially Snyder, even though this is his first start in '93. So yeah, and Anthony Alfredo was up there too. So yeah, also good effort yesterday by the RCR team. So yeah, at least he's not in a full-time gig yet. You know what Anthony Alfredo should do? Next year he should drive for trucks full-time next season, then jump to Xfinity the following year. So yeah, that's what he should do. But I like his career choice as of now. So yeah. Let's see what else. Yeah, Noah Gragson. I guess you could say he got a little karma from last week. So yeah, he's my least favorite junior motorsports driver. But I don't hate him with a burning passion. It was cool to see him win at Daytona nonetheless. But anyways, yeah. Let's see. I mean, Allgaier managed to crack the top 10 a little bit, but that didn't really do much. So yeah. And then we had the battle between Chase Briscoe and Harrison Burton, and they were racing. The racing between those two was actually really good. That's the racing we want to see. We don't want to see them get stuck behind a car in that dirty air. So yeah, and then Chase Briscoe's car started to get loose, and I could tell it was starting to get loose, and it actually ended up opening the door for Harrison Burton, who managed to get away from him, and the looseness of Chase Briscoe's car just kept affecting him for the next few laps, and then all of a sudden his car just went around on him in turn 4, and I was shocked because it just happened so suddenly. Love or hate the guy, Chase Briscoe and Harrison Burton raced each other clean. There was no putting people into the wall. There was no wrecking people. Chase Briscoe just basically had a loose race car, and that was pretty much it. But anyways, yeah. And also there were several occasions where some drivers would stay on old ass tires, like Alex LeBay and all those, and Justin Haley too. They were, oh, and Anthony Alfredo as well. They tried staying out on old tire. Let's see. The racing after that final restart was pretty intense. We saw, once again, the typical 3 and 4 wide racing. We saw Burton almost freaking get clipped there coming off turn 2, which feels like Calamity Corner because, lots of stuff happened there. And he managed to just pull away. And he had a decent-sized lead over his teammate Riley Herbst, who also ran a clean race. But, of course, he had a battle with one of my least favorite Xfinity guys, Austin Dickpick, or Syndic, or Cindric, or whatever. But I have to give, even though I don't like Cindric, I have to give him credit still for racing clean today. I mean yesterday. I don't know if I said today previously. I meant to say yesterday. Ugh. But yeah, they race each other clean. There was some side drafting, but it wasn't like running into each other or dumping someone. So yeah, and the only reason Burton and Cindric caught up to Harrison Burton was because of the freaking lap traffic. But thank you to the lap traffic for moving out of the way when you saw the leaders coming, because they were coming in a hurry. And I was on the edge of my seat, and I hope y'all got a kick out of my reaction video from yesterday. So, yeah. see. But Harrison Burton did what he had to do. He would run the Larson line, which is the top lane above the track next to that wall. And then there were times where he would run the bomb and put all four of his wheels down below the white line. And they all ran a clean race today, which is good. But in the end, Harrison Burton managed to hold off his teammate and Austin Cindric, and he was able to capture his first career win in the NASCAR Xfinity Series. And with that, he's officially locked into the playoffs, even though the playoffs don't really belong in the sport altogether. So, yeah. Now that Harrison Burton's won, is it Jeb's turn to win? I sure hope so. And as you saw, I crossed my fingers there, so yeah. And also, Daniel Hemrick was in this race too. He ran a good race today. He was leading for a while, got shuffled back, but came back for a top 10, which is good. Let's see, the top 10 was pretty interesting. Joe Gibbs 1-2 at Harrison Burton, and Riley Herbst finishing 1-2. And y'all saw Riley Herbst's interview about, he basically sent a message to all them haters, keep on talking. Well, looks like Herbst is probably going to win a race sooner or later, whether you guys like it or not. I don't know anymore. Anyways, yeah. And also, even though it wasn't a third place finish, for the second week in a row, Ryan Sieg is the highest finishing Chevrolet in the race. Great effort for those guys as well. Those guys, I have a good feeling Ryan Sieg is going to win a race this year, and it's coming soon. Which track? I don't know, but it's coming. Justin Haley 5th. Anthony Alfredo 6th. Great effort for him. Let's see. Daniel Hemrick 7th. Ross Chastain, his first top 10 of the season. Or is it his second? I think it's his second. I don't know. But great rebound for him. And also, Burton had to recover from an early race penalty too. So, yeah. Let's see. And can we give a shout out to Jeremy Clements and Josh Williams for finishing 9th and 10th, especially Josh Williams in that 92 car, because you don't see that team finish in the top 10 in every single race. We're also a back marker to mediocre team, but nonetheless, great effort to Josh Williams for that. So, yeah. Then Allgaier, unfortunately, finishing outside the top 10, but lead lap finish efforts for people like Brett Moffitt, Vinnie Miller, Chase Briscoe finished the race, but he was the first car lap down. Let's see. Mike Snyder was up there on that final restart, but he faded to 11th, but great effort nonetheless. Let's see. Michael Nett managed to finish the race, same thing with Gregson, but their cars were pretty much torn up. So, yeah. And also, I know some people were probably annoyed by the camera cutting to Kim Burton, but she's trying to show y'all that she's out there to support her son, and she's not afraid to show her emotions like myself, which I have to give a lot of respect to Kim Burton for that. And also, Jeff Burton was there, which was really nice. So, yeah. And also, I honestly don't care if there's a big 3 in the Xfinity Series. I just care about the wins too. Only care about the wins, and that's it. So, yeah. Don't be bothered by it. Maybe that's just how they run things sometimes. I don't know, but I'll let you guys decide on that. But nonetheless, the Xfinity racing was good. I hope. Oh, I'm gonna warn you guys. Next week's Xfinity race is gonna be a cup leech infestation. So, if you're planning on not watching the race, or plan on watching the race next week, you have been warned. But anyways, that's pretty much it. Congrats again to Burton on his first win yesterday. Hope he carries that momentum throughout the rest of the season, and he'll be a championship contender before you know it. But anyways, guys, that will do it for this video. I want to thank you guys for watching. This has been Chase Fan number 9 here. Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe. Make sure to hit the bell down below to get notifications for all my videos. And make sure to smash that like button. And with that, I'll see you guys on my next video. Until then, have a good... And the reason why I'm talking so low is because my parents are still asleep and I don't want to wake them up. But anyways, that's pretty much it. I'll see you later on today for the Auto Club 400. It's cloudy there, and I'll see y'all soon. All right. Goodbye, everyone.